Thank you very much for joining me on this Saturday. I'm meteorologist Brian Shields. I'm traveling with my family right now for the next few days. So again, excuse the setup, but I want to get you the very latest information. I want to get into this. Again, all eyes are on this. This is that big tropical wave we've been tracking for weeks. And again, I did a video on this about 3 to 4 weeks ago on how this would kind of evolve, and it has. Now, it's not. It is not a guarantee it develops into a tropical storm, okay? So again, I want to show you why. I know a lot of things out there have been going crazy and kind of saying this thing is going to blow up into a massive system. Not necessarily the case, and I want to show you everything I'm seeing, and weather is what it is. Again, I do this channel for safety, so I just want to show you exactly what I'm seeing and what is going to happen. So here's a zoomed in look. Now it has flared up. Again, you could see the brighter colors. That means taller clouds, okay? So that means, again, it's getting a bit more organized, but overnight, not super organized, okay? So we haven't seen many changes overnight. It kind of flared up yesterday, and then overnight kind of held steady. And actually the models, all those computer models have backed off on some development. They've said, hey, maybe this won't develop as quickly as we were thinking a day ago. But again, on this channel, we have been tracking all that right on target. And here's why. Here's the Caribbean, here's Puerto Rico. Here's the blob we're watching. Look at this shading here. This is all the dry air. This is my dry air tracker for you. This is the mid-levels of the atmosphere, so well above our heads, and it is showing in this orange shading the dry air. So that is kind of right out ahead of it. It's been to the north, but also right out ahead of it. So as it runs into this, it should prevent some development. Now, as this blob gets closer to the Caribbean, though, there is a chance conditions become more conducive for development. So yes, it still could become a tropical storm. I'm not saying that, but again, yesterday I was seeing it on social media. Everyone was, not everyone, but it was kind of more of a hyped situation. Take it storm by storm with you. And again, just watching this, we've been talking about this for weeks and weeks. I do believe it'll bring some flooding. Now, the National Hurricane Center's kind of gone all in. They went all in with Brett. They said Brett was going to be a hurricane. That wasn't the case. It never became a hurricane. They've kind of gone all in on this. I'm not quite sure why. They've got about a solid 70% chance this will develop. I have a slightly lower chance. I think it's a little bit lower. So I'm not sure exactly what they're seeing. They're great men and women down there, very smart. A whole team of them smarter than me, but I'm not sure exactly what they're seeing with painting in that red shading. I'd have more of that orange shading, which would be a moderate chance of development. All the models take this right into the Caribbean. So whatever this is, again, tropical wave, tropical storm, tropical depression, we're going to see some rain move into the Caribbean. That is a guarantee. As I mentioned, weather is what it is. I'm just doing this channel to give you the facts. We're going to see some rain in parts of the Eastern Caribbean. I'm going to break that down ahead. As far as development goes, again, once it gets a little bit closer to Barbados, Dominica, St. Lucia, that's when it could start to spin up into a tropical storm, the potential of that. But look at this map. Now, I know this map is kind of crazy. This yellow shading, by the way, these are the computer models, some of them. Out in time, 12 hours, 24, 36, 48. So a couple days from now, look at this purple shading, the HWRF model. That's one of the Hurricane Center models. They still have this, not even as a tropical storm 2 days from now. Yesterday, this purple line was shooting way the heck up here. It was crazy. You could go back and look in yesterday's video. Even the Icon, which is a German model, very good model, does have this over time become a tropical storm. That's what I was mentioning. Yeah, that could very well happen down the road, just not quickly, but the Icon was a little bit more up here yesterday. So again, the modeling overnight has backed off. I don't just follow the models though, and that's because my belief that the models are finally picking up on some of the dry air, and you know how dry and dusty it's been in some spots. So here's the European model. Let me circle this right here for you. Again, here's the Caribbean, Cuba, Jamaica, Haiti, Dominican Republic. We get back through Trinidad and Tobago. My friends in South America here. So again, here's this. By the way, this is Don, and we'll get to that. And you see here the latest run of the European model. You get updates every 6 hours or so in these models, and they're always changing some. But you see here, by the time we go out in time, and this is by the time we get into Monday night and Tuesday, not a defined system according to the European model at this point. But it will bring rain. The green here, that is the rain. So I'll show you those forecasts. Again, that rain chance is going to shoot way up. We do have that flooding risk. Going out in time here, let me bring out, you see that rain moving in? So again, this is not an organized system according to the European model right now, taking out in time, just going way out in time into next week, Tuesday into Wednesday. This would be by late Wednesday into Wednesday night. And you see again, somewhere in here approaching Jamaica, some extra rain, Haiti, Dominican Republic. but as of now, not a organized system. And what's going on is, again, lots of dry air to start, moves near the eastern Caribbean, could spin up into a tropical depression or a tropical storm. Then once it gets into the deeper into the Caribbean, there's a lot of wind shear out here. Winds coming in the opposite direction, knocking off the thunderstorms, helping to prevent some development. And then this is just taking you way out in time, another tropical wave to watch back behind it. So here's the American model, and this model's kind of been going back. It hasn't been doing a bad job. It's been kind of going back and forth. Initially, it did a bad job making this thing a hurricane within a matter of days. But let me take you out in time and watching the green here. So this is again later today, and you see the green out here. Here's St. Lucia. You get over towards Saba, Statia, Montserrat. In watching, let me just swing out in time here. This is by the time we get into late Monday morning. There's some of the rain. Again, not an organized system at this point, but once it gets here, it could start to spin up. There's this window here for it to develop. The wind shear is here, the dry air is here, right in between conditions become conducive for some development. But either way, late on Monday, watching some of the rain moving into Barbados, St. Lucia, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, even Trinidad and Tobago, Grenada, and you see here, by the time we get into Tuesday morning, there's some of the rain. And again, the flooding concerns Guadeloupe south, really Dominica south, St. Lucia, Barbados. Once again, think about what we had for some of us in Brett, where we had some of the isolated flooding, could clip us by in Trinidad and Tobago, Grenada, and then moving into the Caribbean more so by the time we get into Wednesday. This is late Wednesday. Again, a chance it could become a tropical storm, a tropical depression, but there's a lot of wind shear over here. So Jamaica, even over toward Belize, watching down the road, watching Honduras, Haiti to see how this evolves, but that is again way down the road. So there's a lot going on clearly as you're listening to me, and thank you for your patience, going on that I'm watching in the atmosphere. So development is not for certain. Rain chance, that is for certain. That is going to go up, and I'll be fine-tuning that further. Monday night into Tuesday, we'll start to see that rain chance really bouncing up, monitoring for some flooding. And even if it's not a named system, you know how it goes across the Caribbean. We could get strong tropical waves that give tropical storm conditions. It doesn't need to be a named system to give us some of that flooding, and that's what I'll be watching out for, but keeping an eye on that wind shear and that dust that I was just talking about. So monitoring that closely. Again, Don, we have out there in the North Atlantic. If this does spin up and become a named system, the next name on the list is Emily. We have Franklin and Gert after that. Harold as we get down the road. So here's Don, by the way. This has been spinning out there, which feels like for years now. There's Don in the North Atlantic. There's that blob down there. That is the strong tropical wave we're watching. Don all on track. It is going to become less tropical just over the next couple days, kind of scoot its way into the extreme North Atlantic, cooler water falling apart. Here's a look at some of the rain we've been seeing near Honduras in Belize. Keep me posted in the comments. I've been watching that overnight, probably keeping my wife up, watching some of the rain and storms here. So as we go through the day, better chance of rain Central America. Elsewhere, it's kind of spotty. It's few and far between. Eastern Caribbean, Puerto Rico, British Virgin Islands, U.S. Virgin Islands, Antigua and Barbuda, Anguilla. Again, a low chance of rain today. Spotty showers, Venezuela. Could see a few scattered showers, Trinidad and Tobago. And as we watch Costa Rica, Panama tomorrow, that rain chance is going up. So again, a flood threat, again, southern portions of Central America. This is by tomorrow afternoon. And you see just a hit or miss spotty shower around ABC Islands. We could see one or two, not as much in the Bahamas. And because we're a little drier, that means we're hotter. When the rain chance goes down, temperatures go up, and we are baking out there. By the time we get into Monday, again, we'll be watching off to the east to see again this tropical wave that starts to work in, this tropical disturbance, to see if it does spin up. But either way, I'll be watching out for that flood threat. Eastern Pacific, not a whole lot of action. Most of the action sitting well offshore. Of course, watching for some areas of flooding, though, in Central America, not related to any big tropical system. So Barbados, look at this. By Monday, the rain chance up to 70%. So again, even if it's not a named system, the rain is coming in. Barbados, and then Monday night, really into Tuesday in St. Lucia, that rain chance is going to be picking up much higher. I'm going to be watching out for that flood threat. We could see some spots in Dominica late Monday into Tuesday, getting over 75 millimeters of rain. Could be 100 millimeters of rain in spots. That's 4 inches of rain. could be higher in some locations. That would lead to some flooding. So once this moves in and we're able to fine tune it, I'm able to fine tune it for you, we're looking at 150 millimeters of rain for some of us. So that'd be about half a foot or 6 inches of rain. Trinidad and Tobago, some scattered showers possible today. Monday, Tuesday, even Wednesday, kind of on the backside of this. I'll keep an eye on some of those rain bands that we'll try to work in. Monday, rain chance going up later in the day in Grenada as this system approaches. In St. Vincent and the Grenadines, same thing. Late Monday into Tuesday, higher chance of rain with this tropical disturbance moving in. Same thing over toward Guadeloupe and Martinique, late Monday into Tuesday. Watching that time frame. Aruba, we're mainly dry. Again, a passing shower. Same thing over toward Curacao. Let me know if you get one. Scooting by. I'll be watching that through the day as well. Guyana, rain chance in the next 3 days, 50 to 60%. A 70% chance of rain today. It's already panned out. That forecast already held true. Belize, again, watching some areas of rain, isolated flooding. Let me know in the comments what you get. Costa Rica, rain chance higher the next 2 days. Same thing through Panama. I was showing you that. Again, possibility of flooding. Jamaica, rain chance 20 to 30%. Isolated shower storm the next 2 days, and only a 20% chance in the Cayman Islands. It is going to be hot and steamy. Rain chance 30 to 40% in Haiti. Haiti and the Dominican Republic. We'll watch by the middle and end of next week to see how this tropical disturbance pans out, to see how that rain chance increases. 10% chance today in Puerto Rico. It is super hot. Same thing through the Virgin Islands. Just a 10 to 20% chance over the next few days. And as we work our way into northern Venezuela, scattered showers and storms, 30 to 40% chance the next 3 days. Holding at a 20% chance in the Bahamas. I was showing you that. Again, on the drier side, just about a 10% chance through the weekend. Turks and Caicos, loads of sunshine. St. Kitts and Nevis, a lot of sunshine as well. Rain chance 20%, even over toward Montserrat, 20% chance. And Anguilla, and as we work our way into Antigua and Barbuda, rain chance about 20% Sunday and Monday. I'll keep an eye on Tuesday and Wednesday as this tropical disturbance slides in. May wrap in some of the extra moisture. Same thing, St. Martin, Sebastian over toward St. Bart's. And you see that rain chance bumping up in Suriname on Monday to about a 50% chance, also a 50% chance for today. So again, all eyes on this tropical wave. Another strong wave behind it, which is common. Again, just watching these roll off, they're going to get a little bit stronger as we get into August. Watching those areas of flooding, that is going to be my concern, regardless if this gets a name or not. Watching out for some areas of flooding, and I'll be fine-tuning that for you. And again, tracking this all the way as it swings through the Caribbean. Long way to go. Hurricane season ends November 30th. So I got my eyes on this, as you can tell. I'll keep you posted on everything I'm seeing. Thank you for sharing this channel with your friends, family. It's done for safety, to protect lives, to protect property. Thank you for being part of this weather community. It is your weather community. Have a great day ahead.